Hi guys, and welcome to my latest video. Not the video it was going to be obviously, but I thought I'd still put this up because I just wanted to show again that you can abandon a piece of work and you shouldn't really worry about it too much. I'm sort of in that phase where it's got past Christmas and I don't want Christmas to be over and it's New Year and all the things that Article 13's posting, and what do I draw, what don't I draw. It's looking like all my videos will come down in March. A lot of people have said, "Oh, you're worrying too much, and you should go ahead anyway." And it's not going to happen. It's a load of hot air. But unfortunately, no, it's not. It does look like it's going to happen. It's more or less 99% sure now. So it's all the questions that poses, about where do we go from here? What am I going to do with my art, and what do I draw? Um, I'm sitting here, and it's Tuesday, the 22nd of January, and it's snowing in Holland. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of snow come down now, so following England again from across the water. Yeah, but what I wanted to do with this is just the border that I drew for this drawing. I just wanted you to see my process and my thought behind it, and why I did stop and why I didn't carry on with this. When your heart's not really in something, then there's no real point in carrying on with it, uh, and you get lots of questions with that in your head. Am I letting my subscribers down? Am I letting myself down? What's happening with my integrity through my art? Am I like letting that down? There's all these unnecessary questions, and to be honest, as I've said in a past video before on this, you shouldn't really make a big deal out of it. It can be a bit heartbreaking if you started off with a drawing and you really wanted to do well, and then it didn't turn out what it was supposed to, and you're not really feeling it, and you think, oh, I want to stop, but then you feel like you owe it to yourself to carry on and push on and push on. But the problem is with that, if your heart's not really in it, like I said, and you push on with a drawing, then it's not really going to be a good drawing anyway. It's not going to be anywhere near what you want it to be, because you're just pushing it on for the sake of finishing it. You're not really, there's nothing artistic coming out of it really. A lot of artists will disagree and say that you should always finish your work and you should always get to the end, but I beg to differ, and I don't believe in that. If that's your thing, then fine. If that's the way you want to do it, then great. I'm not going to argue with that, but I don't agree with it from my standpoint, for me personally. If your heart's not in it, with this, my heart wasn't in it, and I tried to push on and I tried to carry on, and it just didn't work. And I felt that I was really, really torturing myself to try and finish it in the end, and I thought, well, there's no point to this. I'm not feeling it. I don't want to finish it, so I just dropped it. And that was it. But I just thought I'd put this video up just to show you the process of me drawing it. It's on Bristol Smooth paper again, and I'm using Caran d'Ache luminance pencils, coloured pencils, and Faber-Castell polychromos. Um, Yeah, I just wanted to draw an animal because I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing more of in the future with Article 13 coming in. Um, so yeah, it was going to be a nice practice for me, and it still has been a good practice. As you can see, I'm working on the eye there. I'm darkening in the pupil there with a black felt tip, a black marker. To the left there, you can see a little sort of rough, it's sort of penciled in all the greys, polychromos greys, and the black. Because this cat's got a lot of grey and white fur. Now, one of the reasons that I think I lost interest in this is usually when I draw animal portraits, I either use Strathmore grey paper or brown paper or watercolour paper, because with the watercolour paper I like to blend with white spirits. Now on this Bristol Smooth paper, it's fine if you're doing, I don't know, let's say you're drawing Spider-Man and you're drawing in his suit and you're blending in the reds. It's fine to blend with the pencils over each other, as it is with any flesh tones, or like the Santa Claus that I did at Christmas. Actually, that was on watercolor paper, so tell a lie, go back on that one. But yeah, with Bristol Smooth, usually it's the blending's done through burnishing and through blending the pencils in together. Whereas with animals, I like to use the white spirits on watercolor paper. And because this cat's got a lot of white fur in it, and this Bristol Smooth is white paper, then you sort of have to draw the contours and the linings of the fur in the grey in a way that it makes it look like the white of the paper is the white fur standing out. Now that's a lot more difficult than it is, say, if you're drawing on grey paper and you can actually use a white pencil to actually draw in the white fur. That's a lot easier. But still, you learn from your mistakes and you learn by doing different things, and that's what this whole process is about, I suppose. As you can see, I mean, it's not looking too bad at the moment, and even at the end, it's not that bad, but I'll get into that at the end of the video. I'd just like to say while I'm here that I'd just like to apologise to a couple of people. As a lot of you know in our art community, I do shout outs, and I also watch a lot of videos of other people when I can. I try and support artists. But obviously with the Christmas period and this New Year period and trying to do my videos myself, I've been finding it a lot more difficult to chase up videos and keep after people and keep up with people. And I just wanted to apologise to Chrissy Canvas Art, because I really like watching Chrissy's videos. But now most of the time she's live, a lot of the time it's at a time where I'm an hour in front of England, so it's always falling on my dinner time, and then when I'm walking the dogs, and after a long day sometimes I'm a bit and I notice when, you know, it's almost over anyway. But I'm going to try and pop on Chrissy when I can, and it's just having the time to watch, you know, a 2 hour video now. So what I'll probably do is watch as much of your videos as I can and comment on stuff when I can. And the same goes for Eve as well, Eve Harvey Hart. On a Saturday, it's the only time I get to spend with my wife, really. So I find it hard to watch your live streams. So I do apologise for that. I haven't really got time to do the live streams myself, but it's something I've been thinking of, actually doing them, you know, while I work, while I do my drawings. So that's something for the future. And for those people who are waiting for a shout out from me, I do this because I like to do it. So for those of you messaging me demanding a shout out or saying, can I have it next week? There's a list of like over 300 people, as I've said before, and there's no favoritism. There's no favourites. I try and do people as and when I can. So just be patient, and one day you will have a shout out. Sorry for the wait for people, but I mean, I'm under no obligation to anybody, as I've said. I do this because I like to do it. I like to support the community and I like to support other artists. So, that being said, back to my drawing. As you can see, I've drawn in the two eyes and the nose, and I've started to base in and block in some of the fur and some of the whiskers at the top, or eyelashes if you like. Moving on, you can see that I've sort of put the base into the tongue as well, and you can see that I've sketched in the paw above the tongue because this cat is licking its paw. I'm just going to have a drink of water. Excuse me. Yeah. Now you can see I'm blocking in the whiskers, and I'm starting to put in define some of the darks, drawing in the paw there, making it more defined, just getting the outline in. And that's what I like to do in my drawings. I like to start off like with this cat, for instance. I've started off with the two eyes, obviously, because that's the focal point. And then I've drawn the nose at the bottom to give me that sort of triangular shape, so I can see the shape of the cat's face, and then I can tell where I've got to put the mouth and the cheeks and the whiskers and the forehead. I can see, because of that triangle of the eyes and the nose, I can see where the other things go in relation to them, and it makes it a little easier. You can see I'm sort of drawing in some of the pinks and greys on the tongue. Now at this point I was still okay with the drawing, but then you'll see in a short while that I'll start to get a bit disillusioned and a bit, no, this is not really working for me. I wasn't really liking drawing the white fur on or defining the white fur on the Bristol Smooth paper. And as you'll see in the next few moments, I draw in the background of the cat's chest, or the top chest area, or the neck area. I'd planned to do it lightly anyway and blend it in so it was sort of out of focus. But I'll just do the blocking in basically, and then before I get to define anything or draw any detail, I decided to drop the drawing. Now I know a lot of people are going to come back and say, oh, you shouldn't have stopped this, this was a good drawing, blah blah blah. Yeah, if that's the way some people feel about it, then fine, but me personally, I wasn't feeling it. I did not want to carry on with it. I wasn't enjoying it. So I just felt, yeah, the best thing to do is stop. What I've started doing now, I'm doing a tutorial on a cat's eye, and hopefully that'll go up after this one. And it gives me a couple of weeks to really try and work on a good drawing and get myself back into the swing of things. Because at the moment, you know how big I am on taking things slowly and drawing things slowly and trying to do it the best I can. Well, at the moment, I've lost that sort of concentration. It always happens after that Christmas period, or if I've had a bit of time off. But hopefully, I will get it back, and I should get it back. That's up to me, isn't it? A lot of artwork is, or how you approach artwork is in your head. It's all a mental thing. As you can see on that left side now, I was sort of blocked in that blurred sort of background for the top of the chest and the neck. It's very basic, obviously, because that was just like blocking in, and I was going to go in later with detail. Decided not to in the end. Just putting a little bit more fur into the paw there. But yeah, just while I'm blocking in this right side here and just blocking a few of the shapes that were going to be there, I can tell you now that I didn't really finish the paw. I didn't do any detail to that neck and chest area behind in the background. I didn't define the mouth area where the white fur is and the whiskers. And obviously, because I hadn't done any detail or defined any black fur around that mouth area and that chest area, then I haven't drawn in the white whiskers because there were going to be white whiskers. Also, the tongue was very textured and grained in the reference photo, so there was going to be a lot of little dimples in the tongue, little bits of black, dark grey, and then highlighted with a white Posca marker probably. And I'd probably gone in on the eyes with a Posca as well. A lot of the details missing from the nose as well. I would have done a lot more fur on the nose and above the eyes, even under the eyes as well. I mean, you can see that most of it is just blocked in where I was going to put in the detail, but the detail's not there yet. But anyway, that was it. So be it. It didn't work out. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Ta-ra.